Hi, this is Will Cook with the Will Cook Group at Keller Williams Luxury Homes. Welcome back to my video blog. Today we're going to answer the question, have housing prices peaked? Have sellers missed the opportunity to get the most amount of money from their home? This is a common question that I'm getting when I'm speaking to sellers now about if they should list their home now or wait. I can tell you, over the last couple of months, we've seen interest rates climbing, and they are now hovering in that mid 5% range. At the same time, inventory levels have started to rise, buyer demand has dropped off, and inflation has become more of a problem. But I want to start off by being very clear that I don't think all sellers have missed that opportunity, and there still is an opportunity to get top dollar for your home. But I'd like to talk about interest rates first. Interest rates have been a key driver of our market in the last couple of years. Not only did our housing market have low supply and high buyer demand, but it was fueled by very, very low interest rates that made the cost of owning a home cheaper than renting. We've also been fueled by COVID and the migration of people that are able to work from home. So buyer demand has been up. But what we've seen over these last couple of months as interest rates have increased is buyer demand has diminished. Now the Feds have come out recently and raised the Fed funds rate by 50 basis points to begin to tame inflation, and they've communicated that they're going to continue to do this throughout this year, several more meetings to try to continue to get inflation under control. In my opinion, affordability is the biggest buyer concern as interest rates have risen over the last couple of months. But I want to be clear that this does not mean that we are in a buyer's market. We are still at record low inventory levels. And as I mentioned before, if the home is in a very desirable neighborhood and there's not much competition in that neighborhood, and the home has beautiful amenities and incredible finishes, then it will probably get top dollar and possibly at a bidding war. But as a buyer, if you start to begin to see homes sitting on the market a little longer or having several price adjustments, this could be an opportunity for you to not have to go in, waive all contingencies, and you might be able to get a property for market value versus $100,000 over asking price. As a seller, pricing your home correctly from the start is key. I've recently taken a listing that I thought was fair market value, but it's been sitting on the market a little bit longer than I expected it to. Why? Because the market has begun to shift, and some of these higher price points are being more impacted by the affordability issue. So for instance, when you take $1 million purchase price and you increase the payment on that by $1,700 a month, which is what the effect of the increase in interest rates in the last 3 months has done, that's a big jump for a lot of people. And so those buyers may decide to sit on the sidelines and sort of watch the market for a little while. So for sellers asking, should I sell now or wait? My answer is, you know what the market's doing now, you know what interest rates are now, you know where the buyer demand is now, and you know what your competition is now inventory-wise. You don't know what it's going to look like in the next 6 months to a year. But at the same time, you shouldn't be selling just to maximize profits with no plan. You need to have a plan of what you're going to do. So if you've decided to relocate or just liquidate a second home, that's different than if you're planning to sell and rent. If you're planning to rent, have you found a place that's acceptable, charging the amount of rent that you want to pay? I know people that took advantage of the appreciation that they had in their home and sold in 2018, expecting the market to correct so they could get back in, and the market has gone in a different direction. If you're a seller in this market and you'd like to discuss further your unique situation, or if you're a buyer looking to secure a property in this market, we would love to have a conversation with you to guide you through this very volatile market. and discuss what is your best course of action. Please feel free to give us a call, text, or an email. Also, if you have any other real estate related topics or questions that I can answer, feel free to reach out to us for those as well. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.